Hey, good morning, y'all. I have a few minutes warming up my truck, and yeah, it's pretty cold out. It's like 33 degrees, but it's definitely a lot nicer than it was yesterday. My God. Oh, that was horrifying. Anyway, I know my two videos that I was talking about like medical gaslighting and whatnot, and my neurotic supplement collection. Yeah. Anyway, um, there was a time where I was experiencing severe depression. So I have supplements that help that. And there is a huge difference between being depressed, which is like short term, and clinical depression, which is long term. I experienced the long term for about, God, almost a year and a half, on several different occasions. It's not just a one thing. It was intermittently. And that depression episode, however long it was, sometimes it was, the first time was like 3 years. And the second time was a little shorter. And a lot of people don't understand. Some people, it comes on, because they have other medical issues that is, causing, the decline in their mood, their ambition, their, desires, things like that. It's like, it's a whole cluster of stuff that falls under the depression category. Like, I have a friend, he's not depressed, but he has a flattened mood. Dysfunction. It's kind of like, you say something like, the whole room will be laughing except him. Now, internally, he may find it, yeah, that's funny, but he doesn't laugh at it. Why? It's kind of a form of depression. He has no energy, or like the chemical imbalance is so severe that he can't find himself capable of outwardly responding. There's moments where I get depressed, and it's usually triggered. And the depression, usually triggered. It's not a mental disorder per se. I'm triggered. So the depression, what a lot of psychologists will say is basically it's repressed anger. And it has become so overwhelming that you fall into a rut and you can't pull yourself out of it. Depressed, you're depressed about something. Okay, what are you depressed about? Your dog died. Yeah, you're going to be depressed for a little bit. But it's not going to put you into a state of couch potato, sleeping 20 hours a day throughout an entire weekend type of thing. Being functional, yet, you get up, you go to work, but then you come home and you go to bed. I was that. Now, I still do that, but there's things that I do like in the morning that are different than then. Like in the morning now, it's like I'm getting a little routine going. So if I have time, or I'm focusing on something, I'll clean this little corner, or I'll do the dishes, or I'll get a load of laundry started, or, I'll wipe down the bathroom a little bit. Little things here and there that were non existent before. That's depression. Depressed is something tragic happens in your life and you go into kind of a low state at first, and then you pick up the pieces. It's kind of like a shell shock type of thing. Depressed mood can come on anytime. You can have a thought from years ago that puts you in a depressed mood. Now, recently, I had posted something on Facebook, and my sister had commented on it, and it was not very nice. And I was like, fuck off, hooker. I just, I responded, left it up there 20 minutes, and then deleted it. Okay? Her comment altogether. So, whatever breadcrumbs are underneath it and replies are everything going along with it. Anyway, just delete it. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I know her frame of thought. She's I'm a tinfoil hat. If it sounds too good to be fucking true, it's probably right. It's probably not good. So it's kind of like those conspiracy theories. It's like, wow, that is a seriously fucked up situation. So you start digging and you find information that fills in loopholes. You find out that it's actually conspiracy fact. But by the time you actually find out that it's conspiracy fact, the mainstream media has come in and fucking thwarted everybody's brain to be naysayers to the facts. So there's no capability of you being able to explain the truth to the brainwashed. That kind of thing. That, that's disturbing. And so when considering the source of where that comment came from, it kind of narrowed it down to me. You know what? I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. Why am I so upset knowing that her narcissistic attributes and her brainwashed mentality is what is provoking her to comment on something that she fails to even research? Why am I worried about that? Why am I making myself crazy? And I was still feeling, it hurt, and I sat there thinking, I shouldn't even be hurting about this, because it's too easy just to cancel her out of my life if I wanted to. Just delete. Unfriend and block. Didn't hesitate to do it to her daughter. Anyway, who, consequently, whatever it is, I don't let her see what's on my Facebook. So she can be blind to whatever. That is what happened. Her daughter came in and started bullying me on my page. Stay the fuck off it. You don't like what I got to say? Go scratch. Same rule applies to my sister. Scroll by it. Anyway, so apparently she doesn't have that emotional capability of just shut the fuck up. You don't like it? Shut the fuck up. See, I post stuff on my page because it's my fucking page. And I go to her page and she's got one on there and I'm like, you are so fucking stupid. But did I comment? No. Did I like it? No. I act like I didn't fucking see it. Anyway. So it kind of got me in a mood one day. I was like, and I was a little depressed at that. then, and I had gotten a little depressed. Baby mama had called or messaged me, and happy Thanksgiving, yada, yada, yada. And when I tried to respond back, it kept failing. So I tried to call her, and the message said, restricted, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, why did she block me? So I messaged her on an email. I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you lost service or if you blocked me. And if you blocked me, I guess you have your reasons. But, thank you for emotionally supporting me. And someday, maybe, I'll have the opportunity to be able to repay you for being a friend through all this recovery. Not 3 days later, she was like, oh my God, you didn't respond. I was like, oh my God, it failed to send. So I sent her a screenshot of how I was trying to get a hold of her. She was like, I was so afraid that you went back to that life ruiner. I was like, no, I wouldn't fuck him for practice. Rest assured, sweetheart. We are still here for each other. And instantly, when I got that message from her, the thought of what my sister had done on my Facebook post went poof. And I was like elated. So it turns out that it wasn't her fault. Baby mama, she doesn't know what happened with her phone. It was acting kooky. And I was like, you and the kiddo have a fantastic holiday. If we don't talk, don't worry. I'm good. And if should something happen and you need to vent, I'm here. She knows, if the douche starts to harass her kid again, because the kid doesn't want to see him, she knows that she can fall on me. So, to vent and to get that off her chest. But it was amazing that someone who does, I know, truly fucking care about me came in almost as though like God heard me. Like, you know what? Help me through this. And she showed up. Right as I was literally thinking, man, I am so pissed off at my sister for that. How fucking dare she? She's so ignorant to the facts of everything. Like quite literally. Woke, tedious nut job. Ignorant to everything and does not want to know anything. Any of the facts. She'd rather go with the flow and go along with the crowd and keep her social status way the hell up here with the hoity-toity club than educate herself outside of the mainstream media and the opinions of The View. Yeah. Totally disinterested and had the audacity. And it was one word. No, I'm not dumb. But someone who claims to be so intelligent, making a comment before watching the link like the directions said, you're pretty fucking stupid. Welcome to cancel culture.